There's a huge Pokemon card scandal going on with Walmart, and they don't want you to know about this. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. Hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, that there is an awesome plan for your life. So if you've been on the internet at all, you've seen this crazy scandal issue that's been going on at Walmart with MJ Holdings. It's been all over the internet, all over the weekend, and I made a video about it Friday talking about it and breaking down what's going on. If you haven't seen that video, I really go into detail. Basically, what's happening is MJ Holdings, if you just do a simple Google search, and even on MJ Holdings' website, they are the largest Pokemon card distributor in North America, and they only distribute cards to massive accounts and stores like Walmart. They don't really supply to their regular old LGS, down the road that you go to play Pokemon cards at. Well, what's going on basically, and this kind of alludes to why we can never find things at Walmart and bigger stores anymore, is that Walmart has a company under their umbrella called GT Collectibles, and GT Collectibles is selling Pokemon cards on Walmart.com at market price. Now, there's some interesting updates about this that kind of point towards, oops, they got busted. But what was really interesting is they had a lot of things available on their website. I believe I saw screenshots of Journey Together's booster boxes being sold on Walmart.com by GT Collectibles that we know now is MJ Holdings for $200 a booster box. They had Surging Sparks booster bundles for like $45. They had Pokemon 151 booster bundles for like $60. And so they're selling these things on Walmart.com under GT Collectibles and Toys, but it's MJ Holdings, and MJ Holdings is supposed to supply Walmart in-store and Walmart period with Pokemon card product to sell to you and me for MSRP, and they're selling all of this on Walmart.com for essentially market price. Now, the interesting thing is, if you go and look now at GT Collectibles storefront on Walmart.com, there's no more Pokemon cards. All of the Pokemon card listings are either gone or marked as sold out, which I find to be really interesting after 4 or 5 days worth of videos and content being made on YouTube and every other social media platform about what's going on with this scandal and about how MJ Holdings, that's the largest Pokemon card distributor in North America, that's supposed to be distributing Pokemon cards to these large accounts so they can in turn sell them to us, like Walmart, using Walmart's website to sell at market products that they're supplying to themselves and make that extra profit. And the fact that now GT Collectibles Walmart page has no Pokemon cards on it is really telling to me. It tells me probably that something has happened here, and Walmart doesn't want their name besmirched, for lack of a better term, basically. Walmart has I believe they have like a low price guarantee for product. Like, they want to make sure their customers get great prices on things. And so it's a bad look on Walmart if the company that's supposed to be supplying them Pokemon cards is selling Pokemon cards on their website for an inflated price and taking away from Walmart being able to sell those cards. And what's really interesting about this is, if you really think about the state of Pokemon right now, if you really think about how difficult it is to find cards, if you really think about how 6 months ago you could walk into any Walmart or any Target or any large store and see Pokemon cards all over the shelves, now very likely if you go mosey into your Walmart, you're not going to see jack diddly squat on the shelf. And when you add that and combine that with what has been uncovered about MJ Holdings and GT Collectibles, it kind of starts to make sense why we're not seeing any product on shelves. And a lot of people commented on my original video saying, well, hey, Will, that's just business. What's wrong with the company making their own subsidiary company and selling product? Well, the reason that there's an issue with that is when you're the largest distributor in North America of Pokemon cards, and it's your responsibility to take that product that you're getting directly from printers from Pokemon and then distribute that product to other large-scale accounts so that those large-scale accounts can then disseminate that product to the general public and the general customer. When you interrupt that workflow and you start to not distribute product to the large accounts that can sell it to customers at MSRP, and you start to take away a percentage of that and supersede and go over the heads of some of those large accounts, and even use those large accounts' websites to sell product at market price instead of selling it to them so they can turn around and sell it to the customers, that's a huge issue. That's a huge problem. There's product Pokemon card product specifically that's supposed to be sold to Walmart and put on shelves that's not being sold to Walmart and not being put on the shelves because MJ Holdings, under their subsidiary GT Collectibles, is selling it on Walmart.com for inflated prices instead of allowing Walmart to purchase it and sell it with their low price guarantee that they offer to you and me. When you really look at it all like this and you start to see all these crazy little things happening here, or stuff like this scandal with Walmart and MJ Holdings that I'm sure Walmart's going to nip in the bud, by the way. I'm sure Walmart's going to nip this in the bud, but you see that scandal. And then you see Rip and Shippers having tons and tons of product, and you wonder why Rip and Shippers have so much product and why it's so expensive and how much product Rip and Shippers are actually going through on a regular basis. And then you see the glory of Team Rocket in Japan is $250 a booster box instead of $40. You start to put the pieces together and see, wow, there's a lot of craziness going on here. And really, all we can do is either pay out the nose for stuff or sit back and watch like I am, pick up singles and grade singles. Look at this, pick up cool stuff like this that's affordable and enjoy your collecting hobby that way. But hopefully Walmart nips this MJ Holdings thing in the bud. I think there should be some type of check and balance from Pokemon, because obviously Pokemon just wants to get their products sold to distributors, but there should be some type of check and balance. And I'm not smart enough to actually say what that should be, but there should be something there to mitigate things like this happening, which really just throws everything into a mess. So I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. I think it's really interesting that GT Collectibles has now removed all of their Pokemon card listings from Walmart.com or made them all sold out. But let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, give it a thumbs up. That's free for you to do, guys, and it really, really does help. And then go watch this video next. YouTube says you'll like it. And like I always say, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.